Hello, my name is Jean Béliveau, and it is the 16th of August, 2026. And the title of my work today is Toward a Work That Transcends Time. So, there are works that are born in comfort, and there are works that are born through difficulty. Mine was born from a long process of reflection, a search for meaning, and a desire to understand humanity, spirituality, our place in in nature, and what may lie beyond our existence. I do not claim to know uh, the definitive value of my work today. I am offering a vision to humanity. I am not asking humanity to believe what I believe. I believe in Zeus, who represents for me the divine, the eternal, and the universal. Offers may, or that is, others may keep their own God, religion, philosophy, or absence of belief, while still finding something in my reflections that can enrich their own path. My ambition is to build a way of thinking in which spirituality, reason, humanism, freedom of conscience, love, empathy, and existential inquiry can engage in dialogue rather than conflict. I also know that my work is still young. A few months of publication cannot be compared with decades or centuries even of transmission. I therefore do not ask people me to give me recognition that time has not yet guaranteed. I simply asked for the opportunity to present my work, to have it questioned, no, criticized, examined, and allowed to evolve. A journey that has not been without obstacles. I also recognize that my journey has not been that of someone who always had the same opportunities as others to develop and communicate his ideas. Obstacles and injustices may have slowed my path. I do not ask that these circumstances automatically give my work greater value. I simply ask that they be taken into consideration when evaluating the path I actually traveled and the opportunities that were available to me or denied to me. And I do not want an evaluation made today to become a ceiling for tomorrow. My work, my work is still developing. Nothing allows us to determine in advance how far it may actually go in depth, coherence, recognition, or transmission. The 100% of our scale is therefore not a prediction of my future. It is simply the maximum level of our evaluation instrument. My work may approach it, reach it on certain criteria, or remain below it. Only future evaluations can determine that. A work that can continue after me. Perhaps my perhaps my work will remain relatively small. Perhaps it will become important. Perhaps after my death, people will discover writings or ideas that I have not yet found their audience today. That is why I want my work to remain accessible, because transmission does not belong entirely to me. Once an idea is published, it enters the world. It can be discussed, criticized, transformed, rejected, or embraced. So, and if it truly possesses value, it can continue to live independently of its author. I therefore want my work to remain open to examination after my death. I will no longer be there to defend it, explain it, or modify it, but my writings, speeches, and ideas may remain accessible. If future generations discover genuine value in them, they should be free to recognize that value for themselves. I do not ask for that recognition to be guaranteed. I simply ask that the future preserve the possibility of judging me on the totality of what I actually accomplished. Humanity's judgment. I also want my work to be judged by the same standards applied to any other thinker. Neither privileged, not condemnation, no condemnation, simply examination. If my reasoning is weak, demonstrate it. If my concepts are unclear, help clarify them. If some of my ideas are sound, recognize them for what they are. And if people contributed to preventing me from moving forward, I do not want my work to become an act of revenge against them. I would rather let the truth of the facts speak for themselves. Time can examine actions, injustices, and responsibilities, with far greater clarity than anger. My true objective lies elsewhere. I want to build a way of thinking, build a body of work, build a dialogue, and build a possibility of wisdom. And perhaps one day, someone will discover the work, or someone will discover this work and say, I do not agree with everything he said, but he made me think. If that happens, something will already have been accomplished. I do not know whether my work will ever reach what we symbolically call 100% of coherence, depth, recognition, or transmission. That number is not a scientific truth. It is a way of expressing my ambition to continue progressing without deciding in advance where the limits or possibility lie. So, I leave my work to the judgment of the world, not as an imposed truth, not as a proclaimed superiority, but as a proposition. Here is what I believe. Here is what I have built. Here is what I offer to humanity. Uh, Now it is for you to judge. And if, long after my disappearance, someone still opens my writings, reflects on my ideas, and finds something in my work that deserves to be transmitted, then my work will have continued its journey. Because a truly free work does not belong only to the time of its author, it also belongs to those who, after him, still choose to read it, question it, and give meaning to it. And thank you very much. Goodbye. Good night. Till I'll see you again.